everyone. Thank you for tuning in once again to Queen Amadai TV presents More Than Meets the Third Eye. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time I go live. Thank you, Antoinette, for your contribution, beloved. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Okay, so today we're going to talk about narcissists. And the reason we're going to talk about this is because me and my best friend were talking about narcissists the other day, right? And about the different kinds of narcissists, especially the covert narcissists. And I told her, I said, you know what? This is a good topic for me to discuss on the spiritual vitamins. Okay, so let's get into it. Hello, Fight for Black, Beat Zilla, Melanated Brown, Aeon, Silent D, Chelsea, Nicole, Brandon. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. Aaron, Howard, Antoinette, Cherokee Descended King. All right, let's get into it, Melanated Brown. Here we go. So I have another PowerPoint presentation. You all know I love my PowerPoints, people. I love doing the PowerPoints because it is very good to give visuals when you're talking about these things, right? Visuals are very good. I don't know about you, but I have a photographic memory. So I retain things not only by saying them aloud, but also by looking at them. So I figured that might help. Brandon says I love them too. Okay, good. Desmond says ready for the food. So let's get into it, people. Now, some of you may be narcissists yourselves. Pay attention. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and share this screen. Okay, types of narcissists. And just so you all know, this is only part one because I'm going to do another part either later today or tomorrow, okay? Because there's many narcissists and I want to cover many of them. Okay, so types of narcissists. Let's get into it. Now, if you have ever met someone with a narcissistic personality, it can make you keenly aware of anyone else who knows those characteristics. But what is a narcissist really? How do you know what to look for and when it may be time to cut any attachments with them? Narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health personality disorder, right? Now, it is characterized by an individual having a long-term pattern of exaggerated feelings of self-importance and excessive need for admiration. According to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, a person must exhibit at least 5 of the following characteristics, which are usually present by early adulthood. So let's talk about the characteristics that these narcissistic people would have. And remember, they have to have at least 5 of these. All right? One of them is a grandiose sense of self-importance. Yes, they put themselves high on a pedestal above everyone else. They think that the world literally revolves around them. Okay? Exploitation of others is another trait. Narcissists don't mind using people for what they can get and feel no remorse about it. Psychopathic and sociopathic behaviors, if you ask me. Now, they are known to borrow money or other valuable things with promises to repay, but of course they never follow through. This poor behavior often results in the person with narcissistic personality disorder having troubled relationships. Of course, because if you're borrowing things from people, especially money, and lying and saying you're going to pay it back and you know absolutely you're not, people start to feel used. And they feel like you're taking their kindness for granted. So with that all being said, yes, there will be troubles. So these are also traits of the narcissist. A sense of entitlement. That's another thing. Now, regardless of whether he or she has earned respect or honor, a narcissist believes that he or she should have it. They often look down on others and view themselves as superior. That is what racist people do, you see. They feel a sense of entitlement. They think that whatever they say should go, and they feel that they're better than other people, especially Black people. So with that all being said, pay attention. Racist, every racist is a narcissist of some type. Now, lack of empathy, that's another trait. No matter how much pain or embarrassment a narcissist causes, it is unlikely that he or she will show any compassion for the person who is hurt. Rather, they will relish in the discomfort of others and use those situations to manipulate vulnerable people. And in fact, when you call them out on their BS, well, they'll start projecting it onto you. They'll flip the script and act as though you're the problem. It's nothing they did. There's something wrong with you. And let me just tell you, I know a narcissist who, and let me just say this, Virgos out there, don't get offended if this doesn't apply, let it fly. But I'm going to tell you right now, most of the Virgos that I know are absolutely narcissists. They never admit fault. They never accept ownership for anything they do wrong. They never are apologetic for anything that they do to offend or hurt someone else. They will simply continue to explain their points and discount yours. This is what the Virgos that I know do. Now, I'm not saying every Virgo, but this is a common trait in many Virgos, and that's just the facts. So, anyway, it goes on to say that preoccupation with fantasies of power, brilliance, beauty, ideal love, or unlimited success. These fantasies are more than a teenage daydream. A person with narcissistic personality disorder often has delusions that he or she possesses some great quality that others cannot obtain or even begin to understand. I mean, they think they are so fabulous. Vindictive says, Queen, you hitting on something there. Thank you. Creatively Designed says, the ones I know as well. Thank you. I told you, these Virgos, they're a hot mess, many of them. Now, so they fantasize about a famous person being secretly in love with them. This is some of the things they'll do. And then when someone calls the narcissist attention to the fact that these feelings are fantasy only, they become very offended and play the victim. Oh, you're just a hater, they'll say. You're just mad. That's the narcissist. Now, the belief that only people who have the same superior traits can understand them, that's what they think. So pay attention. Haughty or arrogant attitudes are behaviors. These behaviors are much more than someone acting in a snobby manner. A narcissist truly believes that he or she is better than others and often take offense when others try to communicate with them as an equal. Like, you are not on my level. Bow down. This is how they feel. Absolutely, it's all true. Now, those are just a few of the traits, but if they have at least 5 of these, pay attention. And the main one they'll have is a grandiose sense of self-importance and entitlement. Pay attention. Types of narcissists. While there are several characteristics of narcissism that may be seen in any of the types of narcissistic personalities, narcissists are generally labeled by the most common characteristic that they display. You have the classic narcissist. Now, the classic narcissist tends to thrive on the admiration and praise of others. They generally believe they are more special or more vulnerable than other people and crave being the center of attention. They're clearly attention whores. People, pay attention. This sounds like Trump. Someone put his name in the chat. Absolutely, I agree. Okay? They don't mind using other people for anything that fits into their goal or agenda and become offended easily if others try to deny them anything they think they deserve. Absolutely, it's all true. It's all true. Seductive narcissist. Now, as the name suggests, a seductive narcissist does whatever they can do to make you feel good about yourself. At least at first. In the beginning, that's absolutely what they do. They may appear to admire you and may even idolize you. But their main goal is to make you feel that way about them, so you can be used to further their agenda. A seductive narcissist generally wants your admiration and will flatter you to get what they want. So in other words, they tell you anything and everything that you want to hear. Terry says, these folks are hard to deal with. I can't with narcissists. Absolutely. Davida says, Obama is a Virgo. That figures. Beatzilla says, Cardi B. Absolutely. Now, so with that all being said, a seductive narcissist generally wants your admiration and will flatter you to get what they want. Don't be fooled, though. When a seductive narcissist no longer needs you to compliment or stroke their ego, they may leave you and move on to a new target because they don't have time for your BS any longer now that they've used you up. The covert narcissist. This is the one that myself and my friend were talking about. When you think of a covert narcissist, think of a covert or secret military operation. It is planned, calculated, and generally comes as a surprise. They catch you off balance, basically. And you know, the element of surprise is one of the best ways to get over on a person. This is exactly how a covert narcissist acts. Covert narcissists often use guilt tripping and emotional manipulation to get what they want. They usually belittle their partners, and deprive them of physical or emotional needs until they get what they want. Now, when the covert narcissist does not, or they do get what they want, they will then show affection and even buy gifts to gain more control over this person. They are very good at masking manipulative behavior so that it is not detected by others. They come across as charming and use that charm to seduce and manipulate others. The grandiose narcissist. Now, the narcissist with a grandiose personality tends to see themselves or himself or herself as more influential and important than anyone else. People with this personality may exaggerate their importance and brag about accomplishments to elicit your admiration or even your envy. A grandiose narcissist generally believes that they are destined to do great things. This type of narcissist is very driven and charismatic, often drawing the attention of others, which is what feeds their all about me personality. As I told you, they think the world revolves literally around them and that the rest of us should be dizzy. Now, the charisma with which a grandiose narcissist pursues goals may leave others feeling the need to compete for attention. However, this is not recommended. Anytime a grandiose narcissist is challenged, they will likely increase efforts to be the most superior. So no matter what you do, they're going to try to outdo you. SMCM says, OMG, these coverts are something else. Cannot with them. Sometimes alcoholics are this to me. Yes, they are absolutely a hot mess. The malignant narcissist. Now, people who are defined as malignant narcissists are incapable of showing any empathy or compassion towards others. They are often called sociopaths and psychopaths, as I just mentioned earlier. They are very manipulative and often exploit friends, peers, and family members for personal or professional gain. Malignant narcissists are very controlling of the people in their lives and put forth strong efforts to isolate their victim or target. The malignant narcissist rarely feels guilt or remorse, no matter how much pain they cause for others. On the contrary, they are usually driven by the feeling of complete control and may enjoy causing pain. Watching people struggle and feel oppressed gives them an opportunity to play the hero and then set up the victim to get hurt all over again. This is what they do, and it's how they gain and maintain control of the situation. Now, the vindictive narcissist. Vindictive may very well be an understatement. If you challenge a person who is vindictive or a vindictive narcissist, they will do everything they can to destroy you. A vindictive narcissist may gossip about you to your friends and try to break up friendships. They love to play the victim to bosses and try to get their targets fired. If you were married to someone who is a vindictive narcissist, don't be surprised if they try to turn your children against you. This is how low they'll stoop. Unfortunately, vindictive narcissists are very good at hiding their true nature and intention from others. Everyone else is beguiled by them people. They will believe whatever they say, and when you come back and say something in your own defense, you'll likely sound crazy. You know why? Because the vindictive narcissist has already painted the picture that you're mentally unstable, that you're too rash, that you just do things abruptly without thinking things through. They'll have already made you look like an idiot by the time you come and try to explain yourself. And no one's going to listen to you because the vindictive narcissist is very, very crafty, manipulative, and deceiving. And they are good at making others believe everything that they say. And this is all facts. So, therefore, if you suspect that there is a vindictive narcissist in your life, try to distance yourself from them as soon as possible if you know what's good for you. Further protecting yourself legally also may be the only recourse that you have when dealing with a vindictive narcissist. Save any emails, texts, and other communications that can prove the narcissist is harassing you or trying to harm you. While this may seem a bit extreme to some of you, once the damage is done by a vindictive narcissist, it is often difficult to undo. Preparing and protecting yourself is important because I'm telling you, these people are dangerous. And at the end of the day, like I said, when you come back and try to counter anything they've said about you, they've already planted enough seeds to, by then, no one's going to be listening to you. They're going to think you're just trying to get out of it, or that you're just not willing to accept the responsibility of whatever you've been accused of. Because the vindictive narcissists, trust me, they are very calculating. Now, what to do when you spot a narcissist? People with narcissistic personality disorder do not believe that anything is wrong with them. Therefore, they may be unlikely to seek treatment. Now, initially, most people with narcissistic personality disorder who do seek treatment, they do it simply for experiencing symptoms such as depression, anxiety, alcohol, or drug abuse. If they have any of these things, then maybe they'll get help. Now, this does not mean that you shouldn't know what to look for and when to seek help if a narcissist becomes part of your life. And if you are dealing with a narcissist, don't walk, but run in the opposite direction. Because trust me, they don't mean you any good. And anything negative that they cause to occur in your life, they'll offer no apologies. What they will do is turn it around and make it your fault. You did this to yourself. And they're full of, I told you so's, and all of that. Okay? So, Beatzilla says exactly. Terry says evil, wicked beings. Absolutely. Ronnie says run the other way. Absolutely. Okay? So, Felicia said very crafty and working behind the scenes. Yes. Yes, they are. So, with that all being said, I hope you all got something out of this because these narcissists are no joke. Now, next on part 2, we'll talk about more different types of narcissists and even a spiritual narcissist. Imagine that. So, Woke One says, once again, vindictive narcissist equals Karens and Beckys. Absolutely. Racist in general. Okay. Dark Skin Brother says, Queen, can you please do a video on horoscopes? My sister, if you have time, I know you are busy and a hardworking woman. Thank you, beloved. But your flattering will get you everywhere. Thank you for your kind words. And yes, I absolutely will. Let me put that down and make a note. Okay. I absolutely will. Because I'm here for all of that. So Brandon says, I hear that, Queen. Okay. Brandon says, I just calculate my foot in their ace. Shut them down. Oh, you're welcome, Terry. One who cares says burn sage in my classroom. Okay, Chelsea, you're welcome. So listen, thank you all for tuning in. Please like and share this video. Share this video, please. And also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You need to tune in each day so you can get your spiritual vitamins. Now, as I said, I'm going to be doing part 2 on this. I may do it later on this evening or tomorrow. But nevertheless, I'm going to do it. Make sure you tune in for your daily vitamins today. And I do believe, once again, they may be early, people, but I'll send out the notifications if that be the case. So thank you all for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of this day. Stay high vibrational. And remember to keep the Most High first in your life. And remember, I've got my third eye on you.